Water is 60% of your body, but the next several minutes will be 100% amazing. Join us as we uncover the health, environmental, and social problems of H2O. Welcome to Operation Water. I'm your host, Edini, and today I'll be talking to you about reusing disposable plastic water bottles. Oh hey, I'm Edini. So in recent years, there have been a lot of concerns about plastic water bottles and whether or not they're safe to reuse. You may have heard people say that chemicals can leach from these bottles into the water or that bacteria can easily grow in them. But are these claims really true? In today's episode of Operation Water, we're here to find out. So there are two types of containers that are typically used to carry water on the go: reusable water bottles and disposable water bottles. Most disposable water bottles are made of plastic number 1, also known as PET. PET is one of the most common types of plastic and can be found in mouthwash bottles, peanut butter jars, and soft drink bottles. The FDA has determined PET as meeting federal standards for food contact, and no FDA-reviewed reports have shown that water bottles made of PET leach chemicals. However, these bottles are not designed for reuse and will wear out over time. Mouth bacteria can easily grow in these bottles, especially in warm temperatures. This is why leaving water bottles in a car during a hot summer day may be harmful to our health, so make sure you always take your water with you. If you want to temporarily reuse your plastic water bottle, you can safely do so by hand washing it thoroughly with hot soapy water. For long periods of time, it's recommended to use reusable plastic or stainless steel water bottles that will equally satisfy your water on the go needs. Thanks for watching. Welcome back. Now that we know that bacteria is our main concern in reusing plastic water bottles, let's see how we can find out how much bacteria can actually grow after reusing a bottle for several days. So for this experiment, we'll need 2 Petri dishes, a bottle of liquid nutrient agar, some cotton swabs, and Scotch tape. Samples will be tested from the 2 water bottles that I have labeled here. One that was used only once, and another one that was refilled and reused 3 times within 10 days after it was first opened without being washed. Now, to prepare the nutrient agar, the first thing you're going to do is remove the cap, then place the bottle in the microwave on high for about 30 seconds, and then swirl the bottle. Continue to swirl and microwave the bottle in 15-second increments until the agar has completely melted. Then allow the agar to cool down for a few minutes or so, then go ahead and pour enough into the Petri dishes to cover the entire bottom of the dish. Then put the cover back on, tape it shut on one side, and let it settle for about an hour. Then you should end up getting something that looks a little bit like this. As you can see, there's the agar at the bottom of this plate. So now that it's ready, let's go ahead and test the sample from one of our water bottles. Oh, water boy, can you help me out? Great to have you, water boy. All right, so we're going to have you open up one of the water bottles, then go ahead and take a cotton swab, and then wipe it on the inside, a little bit further from the mouth region, and maybe get a little bit of the water as well. That's good. All right, then you're gonna open the Petri dish, and then wipe the swab across the entire dish in a zigzag pattern. Yep, that's good. All right, then you're gonna close the dish, tape it on one side, and then you're going to flip the dish upside down. You want to do this so that any condensation formed on the lid does not drip into the agar and affect your experiment. After you follow the same steps on the other water bottle, you'll need to incubate them either at 98 degrees for 1 to 2 days or at room temperature for about 3 days to a week. You should hopefully see that there's a larger amount of bacterial colonies from the reused water bottle sample, which shows that without proper cleaning, reusing plastic water bottles can potentially have health risks. As the tide leaves the shore, it's time for us to part. Tune in next week for another episode of Operation Water.